The history of Ferrari. Ferrari is one of the world's most admired luxury sports car automakers. The company officially launched in 1947. However, the automaker's legendary founder and namesake Enzo Ferrari was involved in the industry long before then. About Enzo. Born in Modena, Italy in 1898, Enzo Ferrari started out as a race car driver. In the 1920s, he was made a driver with Alfa Romeo and won several racing awards, including the second Circuito di Modena. In 1929, Ferrari founded the Scuderia Ferrari, now the official race car division for Ferrari. It began, however, as a division of Alfa that specialized in preparing race cars to gentlemen drivers. This was at a time when sports car racing was really taking off as an activity for the rich and famous, who were really the only ones who could afford it. In 1931, Enzo finished in second place at the Circuito di Province, which would be his last time competing as a driver. He wanted to focus on his family and the birth of his first son, Alfredo, more commonly called Dino. However, he still continued working with Scuderia and building cars for Alfa until 1939. In September of that year, he left his position as head of Alfa Corse to form his own car company, Auto Avio Costruzioni, in his hometown of Modena, Italy. As a condition of his departure, he was required not to use the Ferrari name in association with any of his cars or races for at least 4 years after. Honoring the agreement, the company name wasn't changed to Auto Costruzioni Ferrari until 1957, and first car to bear the name Ferrari was released, the Ferrari $125. Early years. In 1945, Ferrari introduced a V12 engine, which became one of its signatures. It wasn't until 1947, nearly 10 years after Enzo left Alfa, that the first Ferrari model, the $125 or 125 Sport, rolled out of the factory entrance of the Via Abitene in Inferior in Maranello, Italy. There was only 2 models originally produced. The car was entered into its first competitive race in May of that year at the Piacenza circuit, and on the 25th won the Rome Grand Prix. The car was set to be released earlier, however the date was pushed back due to the efforts of World War II. After the Modena factory was hit by bombs, the company moved to Maranello and built the legendary factory that it's still used today.